Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Diane Kelly, and I am the director of the Heartland Adult Education Consortium. We do the GED and so much more programs in Breckenridge, Hardin, Hart, LaRue, and Marion County. Today we are doing our spring graduation, and we have GED graduates from Hardin, Breckenridge, and Hart County who are walking the line tonight. We opted to do this ceremony instead of once a year, 3 to 4 times a year, so people could walk the line closer to their actual GED graduation date. We're going to have the graduates come in, and then we're going to have some presentations of some very important partners for our adult education program. You may be seated. As I mentioned, with the adult education program, we have quite a few partners. So today, what we did was not have our graduation at our normal college campus. We are partners with Goodwill Works and Goodwill Work and Learn. And we were taking a tour of their brand new space here, and isn't it beautiful? And we just saw this room, and we were discussing, considering, do we keep the stage? Do we not keep the stage? And Dana and I are saying, oh, keep the stage. That would be great for graduation ceremonies. And next thing we know, we were coordinating to have the graduation here because Goodwill is such a good partner. So if I could have Goodwill come on up and talk to you about what they really do, because they are so much more than that really good store to buy really good clothes at a really good price. There you go, Miss Abel. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our brand new facility. I'm Kristen Abel. I'm the Resource Center Manager. This is our brand new location, our Opportunity Campus here in Hardin County. We do offer a lot more than just the store. So the store funds the programs like ours that are offered throughout the state. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. I've been grabbing the door. So we offer career training, we offer resume assistance, we offer the Cars to Work program for individuals that need an affordable vehicle. We offer plenty of resources. If you need assistance with transportation back and forth to work, we can assist with that. You have to come to us, get some training. We offer soft skills. We have a Good Start program that's amazing. We will help you build a resume, we'll help you with financial aid. Anything basically that you might need, we can help you with that here in your pursuit of getting a job. So we are so excited to have you here tonight. Congratulations to all the graduates. Oh, yes. So we have a table in the back that gives some more information on our programs. You're more than welcome to grab some of our information back there, but I'm going to turn it back over to Diane.
Thank you. Also, we have TRIO here. They work out of ECTC campus to help anyone enroll in any college across the state. It does not have to be ECTC. So the resources are back there, not just for our graduates, but for our graduates' families too, because you might be interested in pursuing higher education. When we do GED graduation, we know that all of our students have a story. And they're different stories than those that have had the experience of completing high school. Our students left high school, they went out into the world of work or even higher education, and something happened along the way and they got set back. And we're here to help those people that need that boost up to continue with their futures. The people that we have graduating tonight, 4 of them are currently in alcohol and drug addiction programs here in E-Town. That's an amazing accomplishment to not only be in a recovery program, but to also be a GED graduate. We have 2 active partners right now in that. We have Rosenwald Community Life Center, and we also have New Horizons. Today, Rosenwald has 3 graduates that are walking the line, and New Horizons has 1. I'm going to ask Kim from Rosenwald to come up and talk to you about their program and why this is such an accomplishment for these people that are in the program and still were able to complete their GED.
Wow, it's so great to be here tonight to support our 3 graduates, but also it's great to see everyone else. I love it. My oldest daughter actually graduated with a GED, and that's how I became to know Diane. And so we built a relationship back then. So I know what a great accomplishment this is for you tonight. I want to go ahead and tell you a little bit about who I am. My name's Kimberly Ramsey, and I'm the office manager for Rosenwald Life Center. My background, I started out in banking, went into education, and then ended up with a certification in medical billing and coding. 2 of those places that I worked, they closed their doors down, and so lost their contracts or whatever the reasoning was. So I had to step out again and make a decision, who am I going to be when I grow up? And so the last time I decided medical billing and coding, I stepped out and went to work for Heartland Anesthesia, and they lost their contract 4 years later with the hospital. So when I stepped out this time, which was last April, I decided I was going to use my knowledge and my training to help others. And so therefore, I started putting my resumes in at recovery centers, addiction centers, and that's where my heart was. Lo and behold, I hadn't even heard of Rosenwald Life Center, and a friend of mine was working there, and she contacts me through Facebook and says, "Hey, what are you doing with your life? Would you like to come and have an interview?" And I was like, oh my gosh. And so I went in there and did the interview and got the job, and within a few months I was their office manager and have been there since then. That was last August. So I've loved every minute of it. I want to give you a little bit of details about Rosenwald Life Center. They were established in 2018. The initial owners were William Young and Jason Bowen. They started out just doing housing. They wanted to do something for the community, for those who were homeless and were suffering from substance abuse. So they stepped out and they began to get houses and started lodging for those people. Well, then as time went on, they decided, we want to do more. So what they decided to do then was they wanted to be on the clinical side. So they then partnered with Ben Stevens, and Ben Stevens came along and he brought in the clinical program. So now not only do we house them, but we also give them clinical direction to help them grow and rise above the addiction that they carried with them for so long, which isn't easy to do. So some direction with our clinical directors, our clinical director and the clinicians was needed at that time. During this time, they actually had purchased Rosenwald Schoolhouse. So the name Rosenwald is actually after Julius Rosenwald. Julius Rosenwald came up with the funds. The other gentleman that was working with him was, let's see here, I got it in my notes, I'm sorry, I'm losing track of my information. He went along, he was a philanthropist, he was a Jewish businessman, he was a president of Sears Roebuck and Company, and it was Booker T. Washington was the one that he partnered with, and they came up with the funds to create schools for African Americans who were underprivileged, and weren't getting the education that they needed to get. They actually created 150 schools across Kentucky, and they ended up educating 500,000 young people. I think that's such a great accomplishment. Well, the owners thought that was a great accomplishment too, so they purchased the schoolhouse. And then they named us Rosenwell Life Center. Well, now, since I have an education background, and I went to work for them, one of the owners who is very active in our day-to-day business, he decides, as well as I do, that we want to start providing education. So we partnered up with GED, and want to say thank you to Diane here. She worked with me closely, and we are now promoting GED in our program. We will be probably moving here before too long, and hopefully when we build or get into our new building and we build the dorm we want to build, that we'll have a computer lab. That is my aspiration, and that is my goal. So that'll probably be here we'll be moving within the next 30 days, and then from that point on, hopefully we'll be just growing and growing, and we'll be able to have a whole computer lab for our gentlemen as well as women. We're going to have women coming up here before too long. We'll be supporting both to have them get their education. We realize that a lot of doors are closed for individuals who do not have a GED or a high school diploma. So if you can get a GED, you now have choices. And those choices, whether it be going in the military and getting a career in the military, or whether you want to go to vocational school, or you want to go to community college, all those doors are open for you with a GED. So I want to say thank you to Diane and her staff for working so closely with me to make this happen. I want to say congratulations to all the graduates that are here tonight. And I definitely want to say thank you and congratulations to Josh and Matthew and Eugene. Believe me, this is an accomplishment for me tonight too, to have 3 of our guys in the program getting their GEDs tonight. You are setting the pathway for all graduates all that come through our program to also accomplish an education. Thank you very much for doing that. And I want to say thank you to all of you that are here to support all the graduates tonight. That support is so meaningful, not only for them, but I think it helps you to grow as well. So thank you for being here.
Thank you. When she talks about a computer lab and us working with the students in the recovery center, we cannot be there as many hours as we are at our main center. So we have adult education has purchased 30 laptops and 30 non-internet based study buddies to put in the recovery programs that we're partnering with, so their clientele will have access to the online learning and the GED testing. Because many people can take their GED test at home on the computer, and they do not have to come to an official GED testing center. Several of the people that you're going to see tonight did that. They did not go to the ECTC testing center. They took their official GED test in an at-home status. We put them in a room by themselves. We locked that door, and they had a little proctor on the little window on their little computer, and they went in and they passed their test. So this is what we're looking at, is trying to provide the access. At this time, I'd like to thank my staff, because there's no way we could do this without our staff. It takes so many people to run this type of program. So from Breckinridge County, we have Jackie. Jackie, if you could do the princess wave. There you go. Thank you. From Hart County, we have Joy. For my staff in E-Town, we have Becky, who makes the math magic happen. Dana, who is our college and career navigator. She's going to help them go beyond the GED. Going across the room here. We have Tina and Amanda. These are our front door people. This is who everybody talks to before they get to class. We have Nancy, who basically runs the office, and she does the finance, so everybody loves her. And we have Laura, who is a United Way tutor, works with our students one-on-one, and of course is a math genius also. Sandra I had to get through the math people first. Sandra she's the reading teacher. Okay, Sandra in the back, she is our reading and ESL instructor. And then of course my husband, who fixes all my computers. I send him to Breckenridge County often to fix the computers. Okay. Did I miss anyone? At this time, I would like to call the graduates up. I will call them up one at a time. I will give them a certificate cover. There is nothing in it except for a little note saying, you owe me $50? No. Because they've received their actual certificate in the mail. But then they can come to the center stage. I will give them the mic, and if they would like to say anything, this is your chance. So the first person I would like to call up is Mr. Jonathan Ashlock.
Thank y'all for coming.
Thank you. Right here, John, right here. Great photo op in the middle. There we go. Now you can say, thank you for coming.
Oh.
It's on.
Thank you guys for coming. I didn't think I'd ever get this, but I'm gonna go and get my business degree here soon. Thank you guys.
Miss Jaslyn Fisher. Congratulations.
Thank you. I don't want to say nothing.
Did you just use a double negative right here for this photo op?
Can I go?
Did you want to say something?
No.
Okay.
I say nothing.
Luis Gloria. Congratulations.
I'm good, thank you.
Into the center. Each graduation season, we pick a student who has a story. Everybody has a story, but we pick one of those stories. And we blow it up. We want people to know the story of our graduates. We picked Luis. He is the first GED graduate from the New Horizons Recovery Center. So this is his poster. You can see it proudly displayed at our education center. Okay. He's clean, he's sober, and he's a GED graduate. Okay. And he gets a copy of that. He took his GED in one weekend. He came in on a Saturday, took all 4 ready tests. That's about 6 hours of testing. Took 2 official tests, came back the next day and finished it up. In 48 hours, he had his GED.
Wow.
He works at AGC, and now he will be able to work full-time, permanent, benefits, and a nice pay raise. Yeah. Shelby, Ireland. Your official GED came in.
Thank you.
I just want to say thank you to everyone at the GED building, especially Ms. Diane. She's been there for me through all of it, and my family, and the special little people in the audience for me.
Matthew Jones. He is with the Rosenwald Life Center. Matthew. Photo op. Oops. He too came in quickly. I need my GED, I need it now. And shortly after he said those words, he had his diploma. Eugene Kirkpatrick. Also coming to us from Rosenwald.
I want to thank everybody for coming. I dropped out of high school 19 years ago, and that was the worst mistake I ever made in my entire life. Getting this GED is very important to me. I got my family here to support me. I know they're proud of me, and now I can go on and do bigger and better things. That's all I got.
Haley McNeely.
No, I'm good.
Okay, photo op. Christina Pierman.
I just want to say thank you for everybody who came, and thank you to all the staff who helped me. You ladies are amazing, and thank you guys for everything.
Thank you. Many of our students participate in what we call a high impact weekend, where they come in Friday night and we cram math into them. And then we say, come back Saturday and we'll cram more into you. And they come back, and we do. And then they test. And then we say, hey, let's give it one more shot. Come back Sunday and we'll cram more into you. And then they take their official GED test and they earn their GED. So we provide a lot of different resources, classes, one-on-one tutoring online, and our high impact weekends where we really push math. And we've also done it recently with social studies too. Because amazingly enough, social studies is almost as hard as the math to pass. Kimmy, did I see you come in? Come on down. Kimmy San Nicolas. Kimmy took her entire GED at home online. Rochelle Severn from Breckenridge County. Would you like to say something? Jackie, would you like to say something?
I want to get her picture.
Okay. That's a common theme with our students. We don't see them one time. Sometimes we see them for years, 12 hours at a time, 12 hours this year, 12 hours the next year. But we are always there for them. So when they are 100% ready, we are there for them. Joshua Smith. Another Rosenwald graduate.
I just want to say thank you for this opportunity, and I'm happy I got my GED.
We're
Thank
happy
everybody
too.
for coming.
Miss Abigail Williams. Mr. Benjamin Williams. He is in blue because he is from Hart County, and Hart County graduates their students in blue. Mm-hmm.
I'm one of them people that started a long time ago. It took me 9 years to get this thing. 2013, I went for about 4 months, quit. 2015, I got my RLA, quit, came back July of last year, stayed the whole time, finally got this thing done. Thanks to her, and Miss Laura over there. They all did a really good job. This time, it was amazing. And I thank y'all.
You want more?
That's the one.
Good?
We do not usually share students, but while Ben was working on his GED, his instructor did leave our program for another job. So we felt obligated. So Hardin County worked with him, Hart County worked with him, our high impact instructors worked with him. So everybody worked with Benjamin. If I could have our graduates please stand. Although you've received your GED in the mail, or I delivered it to you today, and although you're in a cap and gown, you are not officially a graduate until you take your tassel, don't do it yet, Shelby, until you take your tassel and move it to the other side. So I'm going to ask you to move your tassels from the right side to the left side. Now. So, by the power vested in me by the Hardin County Board of Education and Kentucky Adult Education, I now pronounce you GED graduates, and yes, you may throw your hat. If you have time, please meet a graduate you might not have met before. Find out their story, because these are very interesting people. They all have that story to tell. Thank you for coming.